Alright, what to do? What to do? Today's lesson is going to be about fat loss. So, a lot of people, this video is for you if you have 30, 40, 50 plus pounds to lose. This is not for the fitness competitors, not for the people who've been skinny their whole lives and just trying to lose that last few 5 pounds. This is for the people who need serious fat loss. You need 30, 40, 50 plus pounds to lose. So when most people think about fat loss, they focus on what? Calories. But if you're a person who has, the 50 pounds to lose, you shouldn't be thinking about calories. Because you have a broken metabolism. Your metabolism is broken if you're overweight 50 pounds. So you don't want to focus on calories, because if you focus on just lowering your calories, what's going to happen is your body is going to lower its calorie expenditure. If you eat a lot of calories, your body compensates by burning it. What your body has is a body set weight point. So everyone has a body set weight point. If you have a broken metabolism, that is set high. And your body, when you lose the weight, when you lower the calories, your body is going to want to get back to that set weight point. So for you, the person who has a lot of fat to lose, what we want to do is lower the body set weight point. And how do we lower that? It's not by just lowering your calories and exercising all day. It's not about that. What you want to do is you want to lower your insulin. So insulin is a nutrient storage hormone. I'm not saying it's bad, because insulin obviously has a purpose in the body. But when you have a lot of weight to lose, you are dealing with insulin resistance. If you have a lot of weight to lose, you're dealing with insulin resistance. What this means is that the cell can no longer respond to insulin. Okay? So whenever you eat food, what happens is it triggers insulin. Okay? Insulin tells the nutrients, you're talking about glucose, talking about the sugars, the proteins, the amino acids, the fats. It tells it where to go in the cells. So, but if you have insulin resistance, that means your insulin is constantly high. You constantly have a high insulin. So, if your insulin is always high, your body, it's literally saying like, oh look, we have all these nutrients coming into the body. There is no need to burn our own fat. Your body does not burn fat in the presence of insulin. So, what you need to do, again, lower the insulin, because insulin is telling your body, hey, we have nutrients coming in. Do not burn fat. Do not burn our own storage fat. Why? Because we have more nutrients coming in. That's what you're dealing with when you have a lot of weight to lose, insulin resistance. So how do you get insulin to go lower? How do you get insulin to go lower? Well, a lot of people do less food. That lowers your insulin. But is that really sustainable? No, because the less food you eat, the lower your body's going to burn calories. Well, you do buy less food. That's good. Low carbohydrates. Low carbohydrates. Carbs stimulate insulin production. And I'm talking about the carbs where we're talking about refined carbs. Refined carbs. These are the carbs that when you eat them, it doesn't really trigger a satiety effect. You're talking about the sugar. Sugar is a carbohydrate. The sugar, the baked goods, the cookies, breads, pasta. So have you ever gone to a buffet and you ate as full as you can get? Someone offers you a piece of steak. You're like, man, I cannot eat that piece of steak. But they give you a piece of refined carbohydrates, the desserts, cake, cookie, whatever. We're just talking about desserts, right? A sugary thing. What does your body say? Sure, I could eat that. Because those low carbohydrates don't trigger a satiety effect. So a big way to lower your insulin, less food, low carb. What other ways? Fasting. Not eating. When you fast, your insulin is basically at zero. When insulin's at zero, it's signaling to your body, hey, there's no outside nutrients. There's no outside nutrients coming in. So what do we have to do? We have to get energy somehow in the body. When you are fasting, insulin is low. It's telling your body, okay, we don't have outside energy coming in. What do we have to do? Get our nutrients, get our energy from the inside. And your body runs on two energy substrates. One is glucose. Glucose. Spell it wrong, Dad. I didn't spell it wrong, but I just messed up. Glucose. And two, fats. Fats or ketones. So when you are fasting, your insulin is low and your body has to burn your own glucose, which you get from the liver or the muscle, called glycogen. That's a storage form of glucose in the body. Or number two, the fats and ketones. Your body's going to burn the glucose first. It's going to burn the glucose first before it burns the fat. So that's why a low carbohydrate diet that doesn't add more glucose into the body, and with fasting, you're going to burn the glucose and then you're going to burn your fats. That's what leads to fat loss. So you go less food, which is, eat only 1,200 calories a day. And yes, that's going to work. But over time, what your body's going to do is it's going to lower the energy expenditure. It's going to burn less calories as a reaction to the less food. Or you can go low carb. Cut out all the refined foods, refined sugars, refined breads, pastas, cookies, cakes. Take all that out of your diet. Get the grains out of your diet. You do it with fasting. You fast, you lower the insulin, and your body's like, hey, we gotta get energy somewhere. Where do we get it? We get it from the inside. We get it from what we already have in the body, which is glucose, glycogen. Glycogen is the storage form of glucose. So you have glycogen in your liver and you have glycogen in your muscles. Once the glycogen get burned up in your liver, which is, you're talking about maybe 120 grams. Once they get burned from the liver, now your body's going to look for maybe the fats and ketones, because the liver glycogen is going to be used for the glycolytic activities such as weightlifting, sprinting. Your body's going to save the glycogen for those type of situations. So if you keep your low carb, you got low glycogen levels, your body, and you start fasting, your body's going to start burning your own fat. And that is how you get fat loss. Again, low carb, fasting, lower your insulin, burn up your glucose, then you burn up your fats. Okay, so that's the video for today, man. I hope you guys learned something. Again, this fat loss for people who have a lot to lose, not for the fitness competitors. You guys don't have broken metabolisms. This is for the people who have broken metabolisms. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Peace out.